Have you ever seen a beggar becoming a king? No? Okay, have you ever witnessed a beggar nation, as many other nations called it, becoming the most prosperous country in the world, and that too in just a few decades? No, I'm not talking about China. I'm talking about a country that worked hard to change the full course of its future and the next generation. It was one of the poorest countries colonized by the Britishers. It was so underconfident that it requested Britishers to stay in their country for a few more years. It even merged itself with a neighboring country, but due to negligence and disrespect, it left and became a nation again. It had to change its constitution 3 times and had to face so many challenges, including poverty, corruption, no natural resources, less human power, illiteracy, no money for development, and many more. It's a story that will tell you if a man becomes leader and truly tries to do something, it can even build a nation from scratch. Today it is the powerhouse economy of the world and inspire other countries to become self-reliant. Have you guessed the country name? No? Okay. Welcome to our journey through the economic transformation of Singapore. Let's return to the 1950s and 60s, a pivotal period in Singapore's history. During this time, Singapore was a British colony, a status that came with its own set of challenges and opportunities. Its strategic location made it an important trading post, yet it was a time of political unrest and economic struggle. In 1963, Singapore merged with Malaysia, hoping that this union would bring about economic stability. However, racial tensions and political disagreements led to its expulsion just 2 years later, leaving Singapore to fend for itself. Suddenly, this tiny island was thrust into independence, facing a future fraught with uncertainty. The challenges were immense: a lack of natural resources, a small domestic market, and high unemployment rates. This was a time of great change and uncertainty, setting the stage for Singapore's remarkable transformation. Join us as we explore how this small nation navigated its way through these challenges to become one of the world's most prosperous nations. Stay tuned as we delve into the early days of Singapore. How does this tiny island with no natural resources and a population just shy of 6 million people become one of the world's most prosperous nations? The answer lies in the remarkable economic story of Singapore, a tale of determination, strategic planning, and astute economic policies. Our journey begins in the early days of Singapore, established as a British colony in the 19th century. Its strategic location at the crossroads of major sea routes made it a bustling trading post from the outset. Yet when Singapore gained independence in 1965, it faced a future fraught with uncertainty. The challenges were immense: a lack of natural resources, a small domestic market, and high unemployment rates. But Singapore's government, led by visionaries like Lee Kuan Yew, did not let these challenges deter them. Instead, they crafted economic policies that were pro-business and pro-growth, fostering an environment that attracted both local and foreign investment. Economic agencies such as the Economic Development Board and the Monetary Authority of Singapore played instrumental roles in this transformation. They facilitated industrialization, attracted foreign direct investment, and maintained financial stability, providing a solid foundation for Singapore's economic growth. Now that you've understood Singapore's impressive journey, do us a favor and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends, so they too can uncover the fascinating stories behind the world's most prosperous nations. Education was another critical pillar. Recognizing that a country's greatest resource is its people, Singapore invested heavily in education and skills training. Initiatives such as Skills Future were launched, encouraging continuous learning and skills development, thus creating a highly skilled and adaptable workforce. Infrastructure development was another key focus. From the world-renowned Changi Airport to the efficient public transportation system, Singapore's world-class infrastructure has been integral to its economic success. The Port of Singapore in particular has been a significant contributor, leveraging the country's strategic geographical location and further bolstering its status as a global hub for trade and commerce. Singapore's welcoming approach to foreign companies has been another crucial factor in its economic rise. By creating an attractive business environment and offering incentives, Singapore has drawn in substantial foreign direct investment. Special economic zones and industrial parks have further boosted this inflow, contributing to the industrial growth. If you found this information interesting and want to know more about Singapore's economic rise, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Over time, Singapore has successfully diversified its economy, moving beyond manufacturing to encompass finance, technology, and services. Sectors like biotechnology, finance, and information technology have seen tremendous growth, reflecting Singapore's ability to adapt and thrive in a rapidly changing global economy. The unyielding fortitude of Singapore's government has been a beacon throughout the nation's economic voyage. Key figures have risen, but none more influential than Singapore's first Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew. His visionary leadership, underscored by his unyielding emphasis on meritocracy, pragmatism, and integrity, set the foundation for the nation's economic transformation. A strong advocate of international trade, he made Singapore a hub for global commerce, attracting international investors with a transparent and corruption-free business environment. Lee Kuan Yew understood the importance of a skilled workforce and, thus, prioritized education to foster human capital development. His policies continue to be the bedrock of Singapore's economic prosperity, steering the nation unfalteringly towards a prosperous future. Nevertheless, Singapore's economic story is not without its challenges. Balancing economic growth with social and environmental sustainability is a constant endeavor. The future will bring new challenges, but also opportunities. The emphasis on innovation and technology, as seen in initiatives like the Smart Nation program, positions Singapore well to navigate the future. To wrap up, the economic triumph of Singapore stands as a tribute to systematic planning, solid economic strategies, and an indomitable spirit of tenacity. It's a narrative of a country that declined to be characterized by its constraints, but rather converted them into prospects, crafting an economic tale that continues to motivate the world. What's your take on this? We'd love to hear your views on Singapore's economic success story. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below.